East leads 2-0 with 6.5 minutes left to play in the opening quarter. Down at the other end, driving to the hoop for Fond du Lac is Corey Higgins. He misses the reverse layup. Rebound pulled down by the Patriots. Down at the other end, Frank Shaw with a spin move along the baseline. Puts it up off the glass. Off the rim, no good, but he draws the foul. And Shaw will go to the free throw line for 2 opportunities.
Well, early on in the impressive for Appleton East. Big kid, as you said, 6'10", and just a sophomore. Looks very coordinated and very mobile underneath, Greg.
Biggest player in the Fox Valley Association since the Cardinals, Joe Harmson. Higgins with the basketball on the right wing, about 25 feet out. Now walks the ball toward the middle of the circle. Left-hand side for Drew Diener. Fakes the shot, dribbles down low to the baseline. Cut off there by Shaw. Cardinals swing it around the horn on the right-hand side to Andy Moline. One dribble back to the top of the key for Higgins. Feeds a pass left corner to Andy Rose. 15-footer on the way, no good. Cardinals are called for the foul on the rebound. I believe it's going to go against Andy Moline pushing off.
Yep, they call it on Moline inside, pushing off on that rebound. So the Cardinals, Greg, 0 for 3 shooting to start this basketball game.
Frank Shaw down the lane all the way, coast to coast, lays it up and in. Frank Shaw takes it in between a couple of Cardinal players for the layup. 4-0 Patriots in the lead with 5.5 minutes left to play in the opening quarter. Drew Diener dribbling between his legs across the midcourt stripe. Guarded there by Shaw, leaves it for Casey Jekyll. Inside the paint, 10-footer on the way, front of the rim no good. Climbing high for the rebound is Mader. Patriots quickly into the front court. Mader at the free throw line. Left-hand side for Shaw on the baseline to Hornseth. Now back out top for Shaw. Free throw line jump shot on the way is good. Shaw with a bucket. Patriots up by half a dozen. Shaw's got 4.
Yep, Fond du Lac has had problems shooting the basketball early on, Greg. 0 for 4. Appleton East has started hot. They are 3 of 4 and lead this 6-0 early in the ball game.
Drew Diener, 23-footer from the left wing, back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Moline. Dishes off for Corey Higgins. His behind the back his pass to Andy Rose, and then Rose's shot is short. Rebound to the Patriots. Mader, 14-footer straight on is good. Nice touch for the big guy. Dick Diener wants a timeout. 4:29 left to play. Opening quarter on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Appleton East 8, Fond du Lac nothing.
Get it going. Start the game.
Now entering the game, Fond du Lac, number 5, Dan Schrum.
Back at Appleton East High School, Greg Stensland and Tom Biolo with 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. Cardinals trailing 8-0 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Fondy 0 for 6 to start this basketball game. Appleton East is 4 of 5, and now Drew Diener from three-point range on the right wing, about 21 feet out, nails it. Cardinals with their first bucket of the ball game.
It'll be interesting to see how Fond du Lac reacts. I don't think they've ever started a game this poorly, down 8-0. They now got a nice shot from Drew and they're on the board. So I think Fondy's on their way back right here, Greg.
Shaw down low, baseline left-hand side for Mader. Hornseth, free throw line extended on the left-hand side. His shot is good. Hornseth with the bucket, 10-3, Appleton East by 7. First bucket of the ball game for Hornseth. Drew Diener between the circles, right-hand side for Danny Schrum, who's checked into the Cardinal lineup. Left-hand side for Higgins, about 22 feet out, lobs it down low for Rose. Foul called against Andy Rose, pushing off to get position. Second Cardinal turnover with 3:33 left to play in the opening stanza.
Well, what Fond du Lac tried to do there is they posted up Rose on the opposite of the big guy, Mater, and apparently Rose pushed off to get that lob pass, so the second Cardinal turnover here in the first quarter.
Shaw across the timeline, guarded by Corey Higgins, and then he dribbles the basketball over and back. Turnover, Appleton East. Good defense by Corey Higgins.
And that's where he's really been a plus for Fond du Lac this season. Higgins has drawn the tough defensive matchups, and right there, he forced that turnover at half court. Excellent job by Higgins.
Dan Schrum on the right wing, looking inside for Rose. Holding the ball high over his head. Now to Casey Jekyll at the top of the key. Back for Schrum. Bounce pass to Rose. Baseline right-hand side, 8-footer. Bounces around, no good. Rebound tipped, controlled by Jekyll. He lays it up and in over Mater, and he is fouled by Mater. And Casey Jekyll will go to the free throw line to try to complete a three-point play. Rose's shot rattled around, popped out. Mater went for the rebound, but it tipped off his fingertips right into the hands of Casey Jekyll, who went up strong.
Fond du Lac got a nice bounce there as Mater went up for the rebound, Greg. The last tip or the last bounce kind of went away from him, and then Jekyll was right there. KC and the Sunshine Band went right to the hole after he got the rebound, put it up, put it in. He was fouled, and he completes the three-point play.
Jekyll makes the free throw, cutting the Appleton East High lead to 4 at 10-6, just under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. With the basketball, Ben Patton now to Shaw at the top of the key. Right-hand side for Rob Nahalo. Back to Hornseth at the free throw line, and Shaw backs it up near midcourt. Right-hand side to Patton. Free throw line, Burton with the basketball to Patton on the right baseline to Hornseth. Double team junk hook from 8, no good. Rebound pulled down by Drew Diener. Drew brings it up across the timeline. Right-hand side for Dan Schrum. Schrum to Casey Jekyll near the top of the key. Back to Schrum on the right wing. Now a cross-court pass on the left-hand side to Corey Higgins. 2:16 left to play in the opening period. Cardinals trailing by 4 on your Mike's Music scoreboard at 10-6. Jekyll with a beautiful lob pass down low for Andy Rose. Pump fake, goes up for the shot, no good, but Rose draws the foul and will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Again, Fond du Lac posts up Andy Rose, little three-man game that side. Drew had the basketball in the corner, got it back near the left-hand side to Higgins. He lobbed it inside. Rose was open, put the shot up. It was no good, but Andy Rose was fouled on the play, and so Rosie will go to the free throw line. He'll have 2 opportunities. He makes these 2, Greg. It's 10-8. Keep in mind, Appleton East started this ball game.
Andy Rose at the free throw line. The first one is on the way. It's in the air, and it's in the bucket. It's good. 10-7. Cardinals are to within 3. Andy Rose will have one more. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to play opening quarter. Second free throw is on the way. It's good. 10-8. Cardinals are to within 2. They've outscored the Patriots 8-2 since the Patriots opened up an 8-0 lead to start this basketball game. Left-hand side offensive foul called against Jim Odessa, using his shoulder to push off against the Cardinal defender. Another fine defensive play by Corey Higgins, forcing another turnover for the Patriots. Cardinals now can tie or take the lead with a 3-point bomb.
Higgins and Drew Diener really combined that turnover. Good job by those 2 young men to get the basketball back for the Redbirds.
Higgins with the basketball. Cardinals looking to tie or take the lead, this time down the court. Casey Jekyll has the basketball on the right wing. Dribbles down low to the baseline, now back inside the paint, just inside the free throw line. Back to Corey Higgins, inside to Casey Jekyll, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Appleton East as Jekyll takes it in strong against Todd Hornseth, and Hornseth is whistled for his first personal foul.
So the Cardinals will get it out of bounds with 1:29 left in the opening period. They score here, they could tie it, could take the lead with a bomb.
Corey Higgins at the top of the silo, inside the paint to Casey Jekyll. 8-footer on the way, good. Score tied at 10 with 1:20 left to play in the opening quarter. Odessa into the front court to Burton on the baseline right-hand side, guarded there by Schrum. Over to Todd Hornseth, double team by Higgins and Jekyll, and Corey Higgins got him on the arm.
Well, Fond du Lac has outscored Appleton East 10-2 over the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, so a nice job by Fond du Lac, and they've done it defensively, Greg, forcing a couple of turnovers, and offensively, they've opened up, getting the basketball inside, drawing some fouls, and making free throws.
Here's a three-pointer from the left wing on the way by Odessa. No good. Rebound pulled down by Rose. And after starting this game 0 for 6 from the field, the Cardinals have hit 3 of their last 4 shots. Andy Rose on the right wing looking inside for Drew Diener. Now free throw line to Jekyll. Cardinals swing it around to Schrum on the left baseline. Schrum guarded by Nahalo. Back to the top of the key for Jekyll. Left-hand side for Rose. Drives baseline. Dishes off to Schrum. Fadeaway 13-footer, no good. Offensive rebound by Andy Rose. Fadeaway from 10, no good. And Hornseth muscles down the rebound for the Patriots. Shaw quickly into the front court to Ben Patton on the right-hand side. Hornseth with a free throw line jump shot just right of the free throw line. It's good. 4 points in the ball game for Hornseth. Appleton East regains the lead 12-10, just 15 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. Corey Higgins wheeling and dealing into the front court. Right-hand side for Schrum. We're down to 7 seconds. Drew Diener with the basketball. Free throw line jump shot good with 2 seconds left to play. That will be the final shot of the first quarter, and it ties this ball game at 12. After 1 on your Mike's Music scoreboard, it's Fond du Lac Goodrich High School 12, Appleton.
Free throw line, wide open jump shot for Rob Nahalo, and he put it up and in. 14-12, Appleton East with a 2-point lead here. 6:28 in the first half, and a traveling violation on the Cardinals in the backcourt. Danny Schrum apparently won too many steps, and the Cardinals turn it over for the 4th time here tonight.
Well, Cardinals trailing 8-0 to start this basketball game. They came back, they tied up the score at the end of the quarter. We've got another outstanding basketball game in what has been a history of great games between these two teams.
Shot by Appleton East, no good. Drew Diener with a rebound. Here comes Drew, forecourt left side, 25-footer for Drew, no good. Boy, a la Mickey Crow on that play, Luft. Drew brought it over half court, got to within about 25, launched a bomb. It almost went in. It was no good, but a foul is called, and apparently they call it before the shot, and Fondy's going to have to take it out of bounds. Boy, I thought Drew was shooting, but apparently that foul was called before the shot was taken. Wouldn't that have been something if that bomb would have went in? Fondy has the basketball, left side in the corner to Schrum. Back on top to Drew. Silo now right-hand side to Higgins, or excuse me, to Koenigs. Into the corner, the right-hand side. Andy Rose with it now, top of the key on the right to Jekyll. Jekyll a couple of dribbles, goes baseline, 14-footer on the way. Good for Casey Jekyll, and we're tied at 14. Nice 14-foot touch jump shot by Casey and the Sunshine Band, and we're back to even at 14 apiece. Casey has 7 this evening. On the other end, oh, a nice turnaround. 10-footer by the sophomore Dave Mader on the left-hand side went in. He's got 6, and Appleton East leads 16-14. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the first half. Fondy trailing by 2. Jekyll dishes right-hand side. Andy Rose with a bank shot off the backboard. Good. 16 apiece. Quickly, Appleton East, Justin Burton, top of the silo on the left-hand side to Kyle Lubinsky. Lubinsky goes cross courts to Burton. Burton right back into the corner to Lubinsky. They get it inside, and Mader nearly traveled. No call made. Back to the top to Shaw. He drives down the lane. He travels with a basketball. Turnover, Appleton East, their 5th tonight, and Fond du Lac will get it back.
Going back to that bucket by Andy Rose, what a great job by Casey Jekyll taking the ball down the right side of the lane, a no-look pass to Andy Rose, and he banks it off the glass and in. Beautiful play by both Casey Jekyll and Andy Rose.
Fondy with the basketball. Jekyll just inside the half-court line, right-hand side to Andy Rose. Back to the top of the silo. No, that's Koenigs. Right-hand side, Jekyll. Inside for Schrum on a beautiful cut. Danny Schrum gets the pass and puts it up and in, and Fond du Lac has their first lead of the evening at 18-16. Appleton East with it. Dave Mader, baseline shot, no good. Drew Diener with another rebound. Here comes Drew, forecourt, down the middle. He's going to drive right-hand side and dish it off, and when he dished it, a foul was called on Appleton East, and so Fond du Lac will have the basketball, and that'll be the 7th team foul on the Patriots. Drew Diener will go to the free throw line in the 1+1.
Going back to the first quarter of play after missing their first 6 shots, the Cardinals have hit 7 of their last 11 from the field, including 3 of 4 to start this second period. Quick first half shooting stats: the Cardinals 4 of 13 from the field, Appleton East 6 of 9. Cardinals out-rebounded the Patriots 5-4. 3 turnovers for the Patriots, 2 for the Cardinals. Fond du Lac was 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and Appleton East 0 of 2 in the first.
All right, Drew goes to the line, makes the first, and the Cardinals get a 3-point lead, 19-16. Drew has 6 tonight. Going after number 7 right here, in and out, no good. Rebound, Ben Patton. Outlet pass, left-hand side. Here comes Appleton East all the way to the corner. That's Justin Burton. Now they set up the offense. Patriots right-hand side with a rock. That's Lubinsky, goes cross-court to Burton, into the corner on the left to Patton. They go cross-court now on the right-hand side, trying to get it inside, nothing there. Patriots swing to the free throw line, right side to Mader. Mader goes into the corner on the left now to Ben Patton. Patton back on top, Cardinals playing man-to-man defense. Corner, left-hand side, Patton with a 3-point attempt, no good. Denny Schrum with a rebound, pull for Fond du Lac. Here comes the Redbirds. Jekyll, 17. Baseline jump shot is good for Casey Jekyll. It's 21-16 Fond du Lac with 3.5 left here in the first half. And a foul now going to be called on Fond du Lac, but a nice shot by Jekyll. He's got 9 so far tonight, Greg, and the Cardinals lead it by 5.
We've seen Drew Diener have some outstanding basketball games this year. Andy Rose has come on strong offensively in the last couple of ball games. Casey Jekyll is having an outstanding first half, not only shooting the basketball, but also with some outstanding passes for assists in this first half.
Appleton East with it. 3-pointer on the way for Lubinsky, no good. Scramble for the rebound. Patton comes away with it. Appleton East gets a second opportunity. Inside, Mader overlays it from the right-hand side, and he missed it. Rebound, Casey Jekyll. Quickly, Andy Rose on the other end. A foul is called on Andy Rose. Ben Patton gets an Academy Award and gets away with it. Offensive foul on Rose, and Appleton East will get it back in the backcourt. So with 3:07 left in the first half, Fond du Lac 21, Appleton East 16 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Patriots with it, forecourt, baseline, right-hand side. They get it to the free throw line, now back to the top of the key. 3-pointer in and out, no good for Lubinsky. Rebound, Fondy. Here comes Drew Diener into the forecourt. Right-hand side, now they swing on the perimeter. Jekyll to the top of the key to Higgins, down the lane. Higgins with a little bunny hop inside, his shot is blocked, and Appleton East has it. Here comes Lubinsky, forecourt, gonna drive all the way, laid up, no good, but a foul is gonna be called on Danny Schrum. Transition basketball by Appleton East. Lubinsky's gonna go to the free throw line. He'll have 2 opportunities.
4 of 6 from the field in this second quarter for the Cardinals. Appleton East, after they were red hot, shooting more than 60% from the field in the first quarter. Patriots have cooled off considerably here in the second, Tom. Only 2 of 8 from the field, and give credit to the Cardinals defense. They've been doing a good job against the Patriots, getting a hand in the face of the shooter here in the second quarter.
Kyle Lubinsky, 6'1" senior, to the line for Appleton East, and 2 opportunities. Lubinsky's first is on the way and good. It's 21-17. Fond du Lac in the lead with 2:36 left here in the first half of action. That's Lubinsky's first point of the evening. Second free throw by Lubinsky on the way and good. 21-18, Fondy by 3. Substitution. Jimmy Odessa back into the Patriot lineup as Lubinsky is going to sit down next to Ron Parker. Cardinals by 3. Just over 2.5 left here in the second quarter. Glad to have you tonight on 97.7 FM WFDL Radio. Fond du Lac on the road against Appleton East. Fox Valley Association matchup. Dallas Diener, the freshman, just checks into the lineup. He lobs it into the center of the court to Magnum P.I. Higgins with a basketball, and Appleton East now comes and plays zone defense for the first time tonight. Schrum, top of the silo. Left-hand side to Drew in the corner, right back to Schrum. Fond du Lac now going to figure out the zone. They pass on the perimeter. Schrum left-hand side. Cross court to Higgins. Higgins on the free throw line now backs his way out and resetting the offense. Cardinals, right-hand side, Dallas Diener with the basketball, swings on the perimeter. Drew for a three. It's long. Rebound inside, and a foul is called on Dallas Diener, and that'll be the 7th foul on Fond du Lac.
Well, I think what they're going to say is that the ball went over the top of the backboard, Tom, so it goes over to Appleton East.
Okay. No foul on the play, just over the top of the backboard. 21-18 Fond du Lac. Now a 16-foot jump shot just outside the free throw line by Rob Nahelo. And Appleton East is pulled back to within one. 21-20 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Fondy with the basketball. Again, East comes out, and looks like this time they go back to a man-to-man. So switching up defenses here are the Patriots. Fondy, Higgins, top of the silo on the right-hand side to Drew, through his legs, 16-footer on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebound inside, Todd Hornseth. Outlet pass to Jimmy Odessa. Quickly to the forecourt, here comes Appleton East. Left-hand side with the basketball, that's Justin Burton. Drives into the lane, lays it up. It's no good. A foul, however, on the way in on Fond du Lac's, I believe, Dallas Diener, and that'll send Justin Burton, the 5'10 senior, to the charity stripe, and he's going to have the bonus situation. 1:07 left in the first half. Pretty good high school basketball game tonight. Right now, Fond du Lac leads by 1, 21-20 on your Mike's Music scoreboard.
You got a feeling, Tom, that these two teams definitely very evenly matched, and you got a feeling that this game could go right down to the wire.
First free throw, no good. Rebound, Danny Schrum. Outlet pass, left-hand side, Higgins. Into the forecourt. Jekyll to the hoop. His shot is rejected and then saved in the corner. Very nice block inside by Appleton East, Todd Hornseth. And the Patriots get the basketball. Here they come forecourt. Jim Odessa, right-hand side in the corner, now to Ben Patton. Patton's going to launch about a 17-footer, no good. Dallas Diener with a very nice pull for Fond du Lac. Nice job by the Frosh, went way up on Stensland's golden ladder to retrieve that, and the Cardinals get the basketball back. Now a half minute left here in the first half, and it looks as if Fondy will play for the final shot here in the first 16 minutes of play.
Dallas almost got up to the top rung of the golden ladder.
He was way up for that rebound. Jekyll holding it near half court, left-hand side, 12 seconds left. Appleton East in a man-to-man. Now the Cardinals will reload the offense. Higgins, right-hand side to Schrum. 4 seconds left. Got to get the shot off. Schrum does in the corner. It rims out, no good. And the back out on the floor. And Fond du Lac will have the basketball to start the third quarter. And once again, stepping back in with a third quarter call. Once again, here's Lou Postlethwaite.
All right, Tom, and again, our halftime trivia contest winner, and the answer?
The answer to the question, Don Gaz. Of course, the longtime coach, high school basketball in Wisconsin. Gary Wisniewski from the National Exchange Bank. Gary, thank you very much for listening. Gary was the first correct caller. Don Gaz was the correct answer here this evening.
All right, the Cardinals inbound to start the second half of play, leading by 1 point, 21-20. Fond du Lac moving from right to left across your sundial as we start this third quarter of play. Andy Moline, Andy Rose, Drew Diener, Casey Jekyll, and Corey Higgins for the Cardinals. Same lineup that started this basketball game. Drew Diener with a 17-footer from the left wing off the front of the rim, no good. A rebound pulled down by Hornseth. Hornseth with the basketball, left-hand side for Burton. Three-pointer on the way, no good, off the back of the rim. Long rebound pulled down by Andy Moline. Down at the other end, Drew Diener for three from the right wing. It's good. Cardinals up 24-20, 9 points in the ball game for Drew Diener. Shaw still in backcourt, guarded by Corey Higgins, brings it across the timeline, dribbling with his left hand on the left wing. Shaw loses his dribble, top of the key for Lubinsky. Right-hand side on the baseline to Hornseth. Bounce pass to Burton, top of the key for Shaw. Swings it around to Mater on the baseline, left-hand side. Goes around Casey Jekyll on the baseline and lays it off the glass and in. Mater's got 8. And he pulls Appleton East to within 2 at 24. to 22 on your Mike's Music scoreboard.
Well, that time the sophomore just beat Jekyll to the baseline on the left-hand side, and once he gets inside, he's very difficult to stop.
Cardinals now in the forecourt. Casey Jekyll on the right-hand side to Drew Diener at the top of the key. Jump pass to Corey Higgins. Baseline left-hand side. No look pass to Moline. His shot is blocked right into the hands of Andy Rose. Rose goes up strong, draws the foul, and will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Ron Parker not happy with the call at all.
Well, Moline put the shot up, which was blocked. Andy Rose was right there for the rebound. He put it right back up, and they call a foul, the third personal foul on Mader, and Andy Rose will go to the free throw line. He'll have 2 free throws for Fond du Lac.
First free throw by Rose, nylon music. 5 points in the basketball game for Rose, and he has one more opportunity. On the way, in the air, in the bucket, it's good, 26-22. Cardinals by 4. Andy Rose has got 6. Cardinals really improving in the last 3 or 4 games offensively, with Rose getting into the scoring column. Down at the other end, Lubinsky goes baseline to the right-hand side, off the glass and in. He's fouled by Drew Diener, and Lubinsky will be going to the free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play. But as I was saying, Andy Rose getting into the scoring column. Drew Diener's always been a great scorer for the Cardinals. Now tonight, Casey Jekyll with 9 points in that first half. Now Lubinsky with an opportunity to get the Patriots back to within 1. At the free throw line to complete the 3-point play, he does. 5 points for Lubinsky, and it's 26-25. Cardinals by 1. 6 minutes left to go, third quarter. Cardinals bring it up, a trapping zone defense just across the midcourt line. Casey Jekyll loses control momentarily, now regains possession. Jekyll, 7-footer on the left-hand side, 10-footer left-hand side is good for Casey Jekyll, and it's 28-25. Jekyll now in double figures with 11. Down the lane, shot is blocked. Frank Shaw, shot is blocked down at the other end. Jekyll misses the layup, gets his own rebound, follows it up off the glass and in. Jekyll with 13 points, and the Cardinals up by 5, 30-25, 5:20 left to play in the third quarter. Down the lane, Frank Shaw, whistle and a foul against Casey Jekyll.
Yeah, and I'm positive Coach Diener is very happy to see Casey Jekyll offensively putting some points on the board. The Cardinals lead it by 5, pick up their third team foul here in the third quarter. That foul went on Casey Jekyll. Or did they call it on Andy Rose? They called it on Andy Rose, Greg, and that's his third personal foul. So Rose will come out, and quickly Danny Schrum back into the Fondy lineup.
Shaw inbounds to Lubinsky, open 15-footer from the baseline, no good. Rebound cleared by Drew Diener. To Casey Jekyll on the right wing, back to the top of the key for Drew. Goes around a Jekyll screen, leaves it for Jekyll at the free throw line, takes it down the lane. Running left-hander off the back of the rim and drops through. Casey Jekyll with 15 points tonight. Cardinals with their biggest lead of the ball game at 7. Down at the other end, Burton with a baseline jump shot from 10. On the left-hand side, it's good. 32-27, Cardinals by 5. First bucket of the ball game for Burton. 4:44 left to play, third quarter. Schrum to Jekyll between the circles, back to Schrum on the left wing right below us. Takes a couple of dribbles, now Corey Higgins with the basketball to Jekyll on the right wing. Jekyll looking inside, leaves it for Drew on the baseline, right-hand side. Cross court to Higgins, dribbles to the free throw line extended, left-hand side, looking inside, nothing there. Now the Cardinals back it up to Drew Diener. Left-hand side for Higgins, bounce pass to Jekyll on the baseline, and he gets the easy layup around Mader. Casey Jekyll on fire with 17 points. 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Cardinals by 7 on your Mike's Music scoreboard, 34-27.
Excellent ball movement by Fond du Lac on that particular trip.
Free throw line jump shot for Mader, no good. Diener clears the boards for the Cardinals. Quickly into forecourt. Higgins to Jekyll at the top of the silo. Casey Jekyll to Dan Schrum on the right wing. Drew Diener at the free throw line. Jekyll left-hand side to Diener, drives baseline all the way, lays it up over Mader. It's good. The Cardinals are up by 9, 36-27 Appleton East wants a timeout, and the Cardinal faithful are on their feet, giving Goodrich High a standing ovation. 3:29 left to play in the third quarter on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Fondy 36, Appleton East 27. We're back in 1 minute.
We'll take it after Alex.
Back at Appleton East following the timeout. Shaw with a bounce pass inside, picked off by Drew Diener. Ball loose on the court. Shaw steals it back to Burton. He goes in for the layup. He misses the layup, but Burton is fouled. And I believe that Justin Burton will be shooting 2. Or are they going to say the foul was before the shot?
I think they're going to call it. No, they're going to give him 2 shots, Greg. Fondy got the turnover, and then from behind, the Cardinals had the basketball stolen back. Justin Burton then went down the lane, took the shot. It was no good. The foul was called on Corey Higgins, and so Justin for Appleton East will go to the free throw line. He'll have a couple of opportunities. That was just the first Cardinal turnover here in the third quarter. So with 3:15 left, Greg, Fondy's really been taking care of the rock.
First free throw for the southpaw Burton is no good. Second one is on the way. This one bounces off the front of the rim. Andy Moline climbs high for the rebound. Quickly ahead to Drew Diener. On the left wing between the circles for Corey Higgins. Foul away from the ball against the Cardinals. Will turn it over. Pushing off either Jekyll or Moline. Dick Diener doesn't like the call. 3:07 left to play in the third quarter. Andy Moline whistled for the foul, and the Patriots get the basketball in backcourt. Casey Jekyll with 17 points. Drew Diener also in double figures tonight with 11. So Diener and Jekyll combining. And here's a steal by Corey Higgins. Took it away from Shaw. Higgins down at the other end goes in and is fouled, hacked on the arm as he went up for the shot. And Corey Higgins will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
What a beautiful job of defense by Corey Higgins. And he's got a lot of things going for him defensively. Number one, quick feet. And on that play, near three-quarters court, Corey Higgins, what a lot of people don't talk about, very quick hands with a basketball. Took it right out of the hands, I believe, of Justin Burton. Then Higgins drove the length of the court, laid it up, was no good. He was fouled on the play. Magnum PI to the free throw line for 2 for Fond du Lac.
First free throw is good. The Cardinals by 10. Higgins with one more. Eyes the bucket. Free throw is on the way. In the air, in the bucket, it's good. 38-27. Cardinals by 11. First points of the basketball game for the playmaking guard Corey Higgins with 2:49 left to go, third quarter. Cardinals 38, Appleton East 27 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Pass down low intended for Hornseth. Corey Higgins sneaks in there to steal the ball away, and then a long pass down court for Schrum. Cross court for Diener. Three-pointer on the way, short. He follows up his missed shot, puts it up, no good. Dan Schrum is on the right-hand side to follow up Drew's second opportunity, and Schrum banks it off the glass and in. 40-27, Cardinals by 13. 4 points for Danny Schrum in the right place at the right time. Good position for the offensive rebound and putback. Burton at the top of the key for Shaw on the right wing. Drives baseline around Higgins, and Higgins is going to be whistled for his third personal foul.
Well, Fond du Lac, since that 8-0 start for Appleton East, Fond du Lac has outscored the Patriots 40-19 since about midway through the first quarter, Greg. So Fond du Lac offensively really doing a good job. When they got down, they didn't panic. Dick called a nice strategic timeout, got Fond du Lac back into it, and as I said, they've outscored Appleton East 40-19 since the first quarter.
Appleton East on the inbound now. Nahalo with the basketball, left-hand side for Shaw. Bounce pass, top of the key for Ben Patton. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound by Nahalo. He misses the layup off the glass. A rebound to the Cardinals. Drew Diener in the forecourt. Top of the key for Mike Higgins. Baseline to Moline. Takes one dribble. He's cut off there by Hornseth. Back out top for Casey Jekyll. Jekyll's got 17 points to lead all scorers in tonight's basketball game. Drew Diener on the left wing right below us. Back to Casey Jekyll at the top of the key as the 6'6" Jekyll posts up high. Now to Mike Koenigs at the top of the silo. Right-hand side for Dan Schrum. Schrum drives baseline, puts the shot up, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Nahalo. Here comes East into the front court. The basketball, loses his dribble on the right wing. Koenigs all over him, tries to get the ball inside to Hornseth. It's batted away by Moline. Now at the free throw, Jekyll near the mid-court stripe to Mike Koenigs on the left wing. 10 seconds left to play. Now Drew Diener has the ball with 8 seconds, 7 seconds to the free throw line. Dishes off to Casey Jekyll, but he misses the layup at the buzzer, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. The Cardinals worked for the shot they wanted. The layup by Casey Jekyll wouldn't go, but the Cardinals still in command at the end of 3. On your Mike's Music scoreboard, Fond du Lac 40. The Goodrich Cardinals dominating that third quarter of play. Fond du Lac was leading 21-20 at the half. They outscored the Patriots 19-7 in the third quarter of play to open up a 13-point lead. As we go to the fourth quarter, Appleton East will be inbounding. And to take us the rest of the way through this exciting basketball game, Tom Biolo. Tom?
All right, Greg, the Patriots get it, as you say, to start the Greg draws the foul, and Magnum P.I. will go to the free throw line for a couple.
Appleton East having enough
shot. What a beauty! Drew Diener on the left side, a fadeaway 13-footer. Nothing but the bottom of the barrel for Drew. It's 43-29. Hornseth on the other end, right-hand side to Lubinsky, right back to Hornseth. Nice little one-handed baby skyhook for Hornseth is good. 43-31 Fond du Lac. 5:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Cardinals lob it inside. Casey Jekyll, off-balance shot, no good. Rebound Appleton East. Here comes the Patriots. Andy Rose inside. Drew Diener is open, and Drew puts it off the window and good. Nice pass by Andy Rose to a slicing Drew Diener in the lane. Drew has 15, and now a foul on Higgins, but Drew with 15 tonight. Beautiful assist that time by Andy Rose.
Excellent seeing Drew Diener down low. Again, a very high percentage shot by the Cardinals. They're getting layups tonight, Tom. They're getting the ball inside either to Casey Jekyll or Andy Rose. In this case, Drew Diener. Drew's got 15 points tonight. Cardinals are doing what they have to do. They're being very patient on offense. They're working for the good shots, and that play was a case in point.
The foul on Higgins was his fourth, and that puts Fond du Lac over the limit. So at the line in the bonus, Jim Odessa, the 5'8" junior, in the 1+1. First free throw is good for Jimmy Odessa. And the score is now 45-35. Redbirds lead it by 10. That's Odessa's first point of the night. Left-hander, second free throw on the way in, good. It's 45-36. Fond du Lac by 9, 4 minutes, 36 seconds left here in regulation. Drew Diener now, left-hand side to Koenigs in the backcourt, now steps to the forecourt, lobs it over the defense to Drew near half court. Appleton East looks to be in a trapping half-court defense. It's a zone defense, however, and again, Fond du Lac will just run the clock. Cardinals spread it out, go into their four corners. Well, I don't know, trailing by 9, Appleton East comes back, plays the zone for a couple of seconds. Now they're forced out of that, back to the man-to-man. Koenigs, top of the silo, gets it to Rose, left-hand side to Schrum, free throw line extended. Swinging on the perimeter, Drew with the basketball near the double circles at center court. Drew goes left-hand side to Jekyll, he hands off to Koenigs. Back out on top to Drew, 3:50 left in the fourth quarter. Cardinals with the basketball, Rose near half court. Right-hand side to Koenigs, right in front of Dick Diener. Koenigs, baseline drive, short shot off the glass, good for Mike Koenigs. And the Cardinals back out on top by 11, 47-36. First 2 points of the night for Billy Jack. Appleton East, Hornseth gets open inside. His shot is good, and a foul on Andy Rose. They get back to within 9, and Todd Hornseth will try to get the Patriots to within 8 on the foul from behind by Andy Rose.
Todd Hornseth, once he got the basketball, made a very quick move along the baseline to get inside position. When he went up for the shot, Rose tried to go over the top to block the shot, but 99% of the time, a foul is called in that situation. Hornseth's shot was good off the glass and in, and now he goes to the free throw line to try to complete a three-point play.
Free throw is no good. Koenig.
Points for Casey.
East, Hornseth, left-hand side with a basketball. They lob it in now to Hornseth. Another little hook shot. Boomerang rim, in and out, no good. Koenig's with a rebound. 2:45 left, and the Cardinals lead by 11. 49-38. Mike's Music scoreboard. Jekyll, left side with a basketball, dribbles towards the hoop, then goes back on the right-hand side to Koenigs. Inside, Jekyll, wide open, up and in. Another assist for Koenigs and another hoop for Casey Jekyll.
Big breakdown in the Appleton East defense. Casey Jekyll wide in the open for that layup. Nobody within 5 feet of him.
Appleton East, they work it inside. Easy lay-in for Dave Mader. It's now 51-40. Drew Diener with the basketball in the backcourt. Goes to half court to Andy Rose. Rose thought about going in, but wisely sets up the offense. It tipped out of his hands into the backcourt. They're going to call an over and back violation, and I have to question that one, Greg, because Koenigs had that tipped out of his hands. It went to the backcourt, and they say it was an over and back violation. First real questionable call of the evening.
Well, what happened, Mike Koenigs had the basketball tipped away. He went to retain
and an 11-point lead. We're in fourth. Thanks for tuning in tonight. WFDL Radio. Fondy with the basketball. Schrum, top of the key now, left-hand side, near half court, actually to Drew Diener. Couple of dribbles, left-hand side. Drew in some trouble, calls a timeout. Good.
The Lack and Oshkosh, 51-40.